Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a beautiful classic Raquel Welch style to show you. Of course, this is Untold Story in the color Ginger Brown. I'd like to thank Lori's Lemonade Stand, a wig boutique, for sending me Untold Story so that I can review her for you. And ask, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe down below, like and comment, and we'll get started. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Untold Story, this is just a beautiful, bouncy little bob style with these cute flips here and there and an eyelash bang, as you can see, that sweeps to the side beautifully. I did want to let you know I did steam these fibers away from the face and steamed a new part line in place. I like to do that with most of my synthetic and heat-friendly synthetic styles, and I'll leave a link to that video in my description box down below showing how I like to do that. So Untold Story, it's so interesting to me because I reviewed Untold Story in 2022 in a different color, and when I go back and look at that, I'm amazed by how flippy that style was. I mean, this one has a few little flips throughout, and we'll do a spin a little later, but they're not at all extreme. You know, they're subtle, and I do think they will relax over time a little bit. And I don't feel the need to do anything with these flips. With the other style, I actually tried to relax the flips a bit, and I trimmed one side because the flip was so pronounced. I remember thinking that it looked like Mary Tyler Moore, but with this one, I don't need to do that. So it's so interesting to me how there are variances from style to style. There's one other difference that I noticed with this style, and it has to do with how it fits and the type of mesh that is used on the side panels. So we will get a good look at that when we look at the cap construction. So absolutely beautiful style. Let's go ahead and look at some of the details. We have an extended lace front, runs from here to here on me, and I love that. And then we have a full mono top, and as I said, I changed this part line. And let's go ahead and look at her from all sides. Here we are from the right. See that movement and the back and some of the layers. And the left. You can see why this is such a popular style. It's very easy to wear. You won't experience too much friction against your clothing because it's a shorter style, and just beautiful heat-friendly synthetic fibers on this style. So next we will go ahead and look at that cap construction and the changes. We will go over a few styling options. I'll take her outside so you can see this beautiful color in natural light, and then we'll go over final thoughts. So here we have the cap construction. As you can see, we have a full mono top. I love that feature because this allows you to part the style center, left or right, wherever you prefer. An extended lace front comes at least halfway down the ear tabs, if not more, which I love because this allows you to style the wig away from the face and have that appearance of hair growth all along the extended lace front, so that's wonderful. We have the soft velvet ear tabs with metal stays, an extended nape for a bit of extra coverage, and Velcro style adjusters. Now, this is described as a hand-tied cap. It's a partially hand-tied cap, actually. As you can see, we have wefting sewn in to the back here, into that mesh. And the top, of course, is hand-tied. Then we have a panel on this side, on the top, and on the other side that are mostly hand-tied. You see there are just a few wefts sewn in here near the ear tab as well. So partially hand-tied cap. Now what I want to talk about are the changes. This cap, as you can see, I've loosened the adjusters about as much as you comfortably can and still get some stretch out of it. You could remove them as well. But this, I will say, it fits my 22-inch circumference, but it's a snug fit. I don't know that it would be comfortable for someone with much more than a 22-inch circumference. And that is different compared to the original Untold Story. When I go back and look at my review, I saw that I had actually tightened the adjusters some. So that was fitting me more loosely, and I think there was more stretch in the circumference. An additional change are these side panels. As you can see, this mesh material is identical all around. There's no change. And I'm going to show you, I have Mesmerized here, also by Raquel Welch. This is an older style. And the original Untold Story had this same mesh material here. This is Mesmerized. This is Untold Story. Do you see that it's kind of a brown color compared to the more transparent color of the mesh? And now this is Mesmerized, and I'll show you. So this material, this mesh, is a little bit stretchy. And then of course this part is not, and then again the mesh on the other side is a little bit stretchy. And on Untold Story, where we just have this transparent mesh color, this is not at all stretchy. So what that does, I think, is it creates a cap that's just, it fits a little more snug, and it's just not stretchy from front to back and side to side, but you do have a little bit of stretch in the circumference, as I mentioned. So it's a detail, but worth noting, and I was surprised to see that there was a change in cap construction. I presume it has to do with the availability of materials during COVID, but I'm not sure. I haven't spoken with anyone at Raquel Welch to find out what the cause was for the change. So next, we will go ahead and we will look at some styling options. With a bob style like this, you have some styling options, and I'm actually surprised that I was even able to create a pretty little ponytail, which I'll show you in just a minute, because you have enough length in the back. So it makes a short little ponytail, but I think it's quite cute. So let's go ahead and look at the different options, just a few of them anyway. I always like to test an ear tuck. For me, that is just a convenient way to keep those fibers completely out of my face throughout the day. If I'm bending forward, if I'm working outside or cooking or whatever the case may be. And you can definitely do that with this style. On the left, you might want to try a full tuck. And it's not too dense. I think you can absolutely do that pretty easily. So then I like to use a little claw clip sometimes just to clip back these front fibers. And that's an easy thing to do, and then remove again. Just fasten that there, and that's a cute look also, just to go about your day, and then you can easily remove it and recreate that original style. Then I have a festive little headband I thought I would show you. And this will also allow me to show you what kind of coverage I'm getting from this style. So as we said, we have that extended lace front that runs, I think, from about here to here on me. And that's wonderful because this gives you that appearance of hair growth all along that extended lace front. I think the front hairline is wonderful. You have the lighter fibers in the front that creates a nice and soft hairline. You have that mono top that can create beautiful parting and scalp appearance. I don't have any silicone scar tape under here right now, or I think you would see more scalp. But this is a cute look, I think, with a headband. And lastly, this is where the ear tabs land on me. I have a fairly low hairline, so I often have some bio hair showing. And I will say that I think it's a good amount of coverage. I have tried styles recently where there was more coverage, but I think it works for me. And certainly if you have a head circumference that's smaller than 22 inches, I think you will find that you have a nice amount of coverage there. So I think that's a cute look with that headband. Let's go ahead and look at the ponytail. Now, I do want to let you know that my fine and thin bio hair is tucked under the cap, so I don't have it out. So I'm just creating this ponytail with the fibers from the style. All right, and then of course you have that eyelash bang that wants to come out, and you could either leave that framing the face or tuck it behind your ear, whichever you prefer. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like from all sides. Here she is from the right. And the back, and the left. I hope you can see that is just such a cute little look. It almost looks like a low bun when you're looking at it from the side. But I used to wear my hair in a low ponytail like this before I started wearing alternative hair. And so it's kind of reminiscent for me. I love seeing that. So next we'll go ahead and we'll go outside and get a good look at this beautiful color in natural light. So ginger brown is just a beautiful warm brunette shade with some red highlighting. And the color code is RL527. I have the sample from the coloring. It's blended together just the way the style is, so I can't really separate the colors out. But you can see that you have the medium brown tones blended beautifully. And then the 27 in the front here, you have the lighter fibers and blended throughout. But let's go ahead and look at that front hairline. As you can see, very soft and well done hairline. Classic Raquel Welch, beautiful hairline. That extended lace front that I just love for styling purposes especially. And then a mono top. And again, I do not have silicone scar tape under here. So I think what you're seeing here is my bio hair underneath. But I think that is just a gorgeous color, really warm and beautiful. Let's go ahead and look at her from all sides. Here she is from the right. And the back. See those layers again. And the left. I feel very comfortable in this kind of a warm brunette, and I think it has just enough interest and dimension to make it stunning and a really wonderful complement for this flippy bob style. So final thoughts. Untold Story by Raquel Welch is just an adorable bob style with these little flips that make it bouncy and flirty. This beautiful eyelash bang that I steamed and gave, a little lift to in the front, but you can absolutely sweep that to the side or style it back or use a clip or headband. I was very surprised that a little ponytail even worked with this bob style. Because of that little bit of length you have in the back. So really a nice amount of versatility for this style. I think that the full mono top is wonderful and the extended lace front, so luxurious, really creates that beautiful natural hairline all along here. And I think this color, the ginger brown, is a beautiful warm brunette shade if that's what you're looking for. Not too dark, not at all too shocking. And I think it's blended really realistically, those red tones and medium brown tones together with the lighter fibers in the front, I think are just a gorgeous combination. So I hope that my review was helpful and informative, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.